Have you ever walked into work feeling completely unmotivated and absolutely uninspired? It's not a great feeling. And unfortunately, it is all too common. Employee satisfaction is a crucial element to creating a successful workplace. When your team is happy, it positively impacts their productivity and the overall job satisfaction. And let's be real. Nobody wants to work in a dull, uninspiring environment. So let's talk about bad managers, not us. But we're going to talk about bad managers and their impact on the workplace culture. This video was made possible by Connect Team. More on them in just a minute. First thing that bad managers do is there's a lack of recognition and appreciation. Have you ever thought about the power of a simple thank you? It's incredible that a few words of appreciation can absolutely brighten up someone's day. I'll never forget, there was a time I was working relentlessly on a project, a challenging project. And I was essentially burning the midnight oil, giving it my all. And finally, when it was completed, my manager took a moment and acknowledged me for my efforts in front of the team. Now, that moment, it really did have an effect. It really did fill me with pride and satisfaction. It wasn't just a matter of, getting the applause or the pat on the back, but the fact that my hard work was seen and valued. And sadly, not everyone gets to experience these moments. Sometimes we come across managers who, let's just say they aren't the best at recognizing the efforts of their team. It's like planting a seed and they forget to water it. Without the necessary care and attention, how can we expect our teams to thrive? When employees are feeling undervalued and underappreciated, it really is it's like a punch in the gut. They start questioning their worth and their impact in and on the organization. This dissatisfaction will quickly lead to them starting to look for other, better opportunities where they do feel appreciated, where they do feel valued. We also have to pay attention to poor management styles. Do you remember way back when, well, maybe for me it's way back when, maybe not you, but there's a teacher in school who made you feel like learning was exciting. It was an adventure. We've all had that one teacher, I hope. But they were more than just teachers. They were leaders. They guided, they inspired, they brought out the best in us. They made learning feel like anything but a chore. But what's the opposite of that? Imagine, or remember, the teacher who nitpicked every mistake, played favorites, and rarely communicated clearly. Maybe they even resorted to harsh words. It's no wonder that kind of environment would kill any enthusiasm for learning. The same goes for work and the workplace. As managers, we have a huge influence on whether our team looks forward to Mondays or dreads them. Unfortunately, toxic and or ineffective management styles are all too common, and they're a major reason why people are quitting their jobs. You've probably, I would only assume, heard of micromanagement, where your boss is overly involved in every little detail, and they make employees feel trapped and undervalued. Then there's those managers that play favorites. This breeds resentment among team members. And when communication is unclear, employees will feel lost, and that makes them feel frustrated. Now, obviously, it goes without saying that any kind of abusive behavior is absolutely unacceptable. But this goes even deeper. When there's a lack of leadership and direction, it's like being on a ship without a captain. The frustration, the confusion, and the dissatisfaction that comes from that kind of situation can be overwhelming. We need to remember that the impact that great teacher had on us and bring that same kind of leadership and inspiration to our workplace, to our team. We need to create an environment where Mondays are something to look forward to, where people feel valued, they feel supported, and where everyone's best qualities are able to shine. And before you shoot down this idea, you as the manager, you absolutely have this power and control in your role, no matter your position on the organizational chart. Next, we need to look at workplace culture and environment. Imagine stepping into a workplace where, and I did this every day, It was negativity. There was disrespect. And the air was just heavy with it. That's the reality of a toxic workplace culture, where bullying, harassment, and discrimination run rampant. Inclusivity becomes nothing more than an empty word on a page, rather than something meaningful, rather than something that's ingrained in the organization's DNA. Working in such an environment will take a toll on your emotional well-being and your mental health. The organization's values and mission, they feel foreign. This creates a disconnect that can be hard for us as managers to bridge. This misalignment will often leave your employees questioning their place in the company, and this is going to lead them to considering other opportunities that offer more positive, respectful atmosphere. However, let's not forget that as managers, it's us. We have a significant role in changing or shaping this culture. It's essential that we lead with empathy and we cultivate a workplace culture that embraces positivity and inclusivity. Not only do your happy employees tend to be more productive, but they also contribute to a vibrant and prosperous organization overall. Now, one question that I do get asked is, how do I create good culture with a team who's working out on the field? And in a word, communication. I truly believe that is the key to success. And that's where today's sponsor, Connect Team, comes in. This amazing mobile solution is designed to help you manage and connect with your workforce who aren't sitting at a desk or working from their computer. Connect Team simplifies clocking in and out for your team with just a simple button. And as managers, we get to export timesheets for payroll purposes easily. And here's the best part. Within the app, you can create, you can manage, you can track workflows, and you can create digital forms. This streamlines the process and eliminates the need for paperwork. With Connect Team, managing your employees has never been easier. They can stay up to date on tasks that they need to complete, and they get to receive real-time updates and reminders. But that's not all. Another thing that gets me excited is the task management feature. You can create and assign tasks with ease, receive updates on their progress in real time, and you can set team reminders and notifications. And you can even automate recurring tasks, making your life much easier. So if you're ready to revolutionize your communication and your management process, Connect Team is the solution for you. It's user-friendly, it's efficient, and if you're a small business with 10 or less employees, they have a plan for you that's completely free and allows you to use all the needed features and capabilities. So in the description, click the link and get started with Connect Team. Now, let's get back to talking about something that can make or break the work experience. It's our relationships with our colleagues. We've all been through disagreements at work. It's only natural that we each are bringing our own unique perspectives to the table. Whether they're right or wrong, we're bringing them. But what happens when those disagreements turn into ongoing conflicts? I remember a time working at the airport where I was consistently at odds with one team member. Every meeting became a debate. Every email, it was like it was a battle exchange. The workplace turned into a battleground, and the constant tension for me as a manager was exhausting. Interpersonal conflicts like these, especially with team members or other supervisors, can poison the work environment. It's like trying to stay afloat in turbulent waters. Not only are you fighting against the current, but you're also trying to focus on doing your job. When things get this bad, it's not surprising for your staff, your team, to start looking for other opportunities where they don't have to deal with this conflict. After all, who wants to spend their days in a hostile work environment? So if you find yourself in a similar situation, first, understand it's okay to seek change. You deserve to work in a positive work environment, a positive place where disagreements are resolved respectfully rather than turning into full-blown conflicts. And for all the managers out there, remember that as leaders, it's our responsibility to ensure everyone feels heard and respected. So let's promote a culture of open communication and conflict resolution. Now, of course, it's no surprise that we all work for different reasons. Well, let's be real here. Fair pay and benefits are a huge part of why we show up day in and day out. We all have bills to pay. We may all have families to support or dreams to pursue. It's only fair that our hard work is rewarded accordingly. Your team's hard work needs to be rewarded accordingly. But what do you do when you feel like your paycheck doesn't reflect the effort you're putting in? Or when the benefits offered by the big boss, they don't quite cut it? Trust me, I've been there, and it's not a great feeling. Feeling undervalued in terms of compensation and benefits can lead to unhappiness and quite possibly resentment among employees. And when those feelings, when they linger, your staff are going to start looking elsewhere for better opportunities, places that truly appreciate the work that they put in, both through their words and the numbers. On top of that, the lack of performance-based rewards only adds to this dissatisfaction. After all, who doesn't love being recognized for their hard work? Now, if you're feeling this way, again, it's perfectly okay for you to want more. It's okay for you to seek out an employer who values your contributions and compensates you fairly. To the managers, let's not forget our employees. They are the most valuable asset. Let's make sure that they're feeling valued and appreciated. Let's offer compensation, a competitive compensation and benefits package, and give credit where credit is due. Now, we've gone over a lot here, but in this video, I share 5 things that every manager should know before leading a team. So get your coffee. I'll see you there. Ciao.